Oh, right, hi lads and lasses, really sorry about being a little bit late there. Been trying my best to get so I can put knacker on. I've had a camera set up here on my other laptop and what have you, trying to get it so I can get both the cameras on and what have you. And it's just proving to be a little bit too difficult at the moment. You have to forgive me, hang on, let's get it. Oh, this shows you how far behind I am. Can everybody hear me? Ooh, happy days. Right, can everybody hear me? Is the sound all right? Let's just have a check. 1 2 1 2. Yeah, looks like it should be all right. Right, I'm in a bit of a muddle, bit at 6s and 7s. I haven't got my beer or anything yet, so give us 5 minutes and what have you, and then I'll nip off and let you talk between yourselves while I go and get myself a beer. Right, let's get set up if we can. Like I say, massive apologies for this, but I've been trying for the last 45 minutes to get it so as I can get that knacker on, and I was trying to get a camera on it so I could set it all up and I could play people and you'd be able to see the actual game on the camera. But I'll get that sorted for next week. I'm hoping it'll work. Right, cheers Dave, so we're all nice and loud and clear. Right, let's get Russ Bray set up. Come on Russ, let's have a do. Right, let's just hope I can throw a little bit better than I did the other night, because last night I was on with Love Darts, came up and I was trying to get on for a game with Love Darts. I'll go through everybody and say hi to everybody in a sec. And I couldn't get on, and I ended up playing a couple of other people. It was really good do. Right, let's have a run through now. Let's have a see who's in. Ryan Parr's in, hello there. Steve Lamore, hiya mate, hope you're well. Ryan O'Kane is in. What's our run do here? Down here. Dave Fizz is in. All right, Dave, mate. Luke Stinger's in. Hiya, Luke, mate. Hope you're well. Whip It O's in. Hiya, fella. Hope you're well. All the way over from Canada there. One of my top YouTube supporters. Not YouTube. Yeah, YouTube supporters, I suppose. Supporter of the channel of all time. Absolute star. Charlie Gray's in. Hiya, Charlie, mate. Ostyman's in. Graham Taylor's in, Mark Layton's in, and Brett Pickersgill, who I was playing last night, and I couldn't hit a barn door with a pig. And I'll tell you why. I was over at my daughter's yesterday and the day before, so all Friday, before I came on the live stream, and that's why I couldn't chuck Friday night. All Friday and all Saturday, I was mixing render, so it's like mixing concrete, and if anybody's had a go at that, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. I couldn't hardly lift my arm up afterwards, never mind anything else. Dave Bowie's in. Hiya, Dave, mate. Hope you're well. Wayne Flint's in. Great stuff. Right, loads in now, so start with a bit of a chuck. Let's have a bit of a chuck and then I'll go and get myself a pint. Yeah, the arm feels like it's calmed down a little bit now. It's a little bit better. More feeling to it. Simon Scott's in. Hello, Simon. Hope you're well, everybody. Let's get this set up for if any super chats come in. Yeah, so like I say, I'm really gutted about that. I was hoping that I would be able to get a game. There we go, 140. See what I mean? Back on form. Hopefully. Watch this, I'll fall to bits now. Fall to bits again now. Won't I, Brett? Like I did last night. 45. 121. 121. Hope you guys can see that properly from there. Like I say, I've been messing about with the cameras, so is the board cam working all right? Can you actually see clear on there, or does it need moving? Oh, 55. 55. Lee Mack's in. Hiya, Lee Mack. Hiya, mate. Hope you well. 45. Not the comedian, but but still a little funny. I had 2 weeks of the days I'm working on my throat. Yep. Like I say, it doesn't come overnight, mate. Whatever you do, don't think that it's going to happen in 5 minutes, because I absolutely promise you it won't. Nothing in life comes easy. Nothing good in life comes easy, mate. Oh, 41. 41. And I'll give you an example of it. I chased my missus for 6 months. My wife. And 40 years later, we're still together. 60. Right. Oh, come on, David. That was terrible. 43. 43. Oh, I like that. Like that. It's all good. You're all right, Ryan. You're not that late, mate. You're less than 15 minutes, so there's no lines and no detention for you. Just a clip round the ear hole if you do it again. Yeah, happy birthday, Osty. Oh, he's an old man now, isn't he? He's all of 40 years younger than me. 15, gotta wish I were 15 again. There again, saying that. Yeah, I think I'd probably rather be 15 than 55 anyway, especially with my knees and that. Neil Migowski's in. Hiya, Neil, mate. Hope you're well. Matt Brown's in the house. Hiya, mate. Hope you're well. Right, what do we want? 101. Oh, come on. That was pathetic. Not happy at all with that. No, not with that either. That first start was mint and all. So that's 51, 61, 68. 68. Not impressed at all. Not impressed at all. Lovely. Oh, Kieran's in. Hi, Kieran, mate. Hope you're well. Oh, come on. That was horrible. 15, 25, 28. 28. Doing well today. Good job I'm not trying. 86. I'm late, sorry. 2 streams running. Oh, Simon Scott's in with 2. Cheers, mate. Thank you so much. Hang on a minute. I have to do it this way. Are we ready? Yeah, Simon? 180. Nice one, mate. Cheers for that. Love it. 45. Swiftly back in the case. Hi, Dave, mate. Evening. $81. 81. No, I wouldn't have minded if when I threw that treble 17. I wouldn't have minded if I'd have been in the 25 or something. I would have been happy enough with that. But to be that far out is so it just shows the arm isn't right still. Feels a lot better than it did, but it's still not right. 45. I even had to go with one of them stirring things, you know, with an SDS drill. 45. And they nearly spun me round. Bigfoot Shabba's in. Hiya, Bigfoot Shabba. You all right, mate? Hope you're well. Oh, come on, David. That's better. See, I can't. 62. 62. Right, come on. 60. You require 133. 81. 81. Alright, 27 watching. Hit those thumbs up, yeah? Hit the thumbs up. Don't forget, if you've not done it already, if you've not subscribed, the little red button below that says subscribe on it, hit that. It doesn't cost you a penny. It doesn't cost anything. So if you hit that subscribe button, hit the little notification bell next to it. It'll tell you when the next live stream's coming up. And also, loads of thumbs up. Cheers, lads and lasses. Top man, yes, I'm going for a beer in a minute. I'm going to go and get one. Get a beer, I'm going to do very shortly. It was 15. Yeah, you know something. Exactly the same, mate. And I put my head down. I'd have developed this 30 years before I did. And I'd probably be a very, very rich man by now, because when I was younger, I was interested in money, whereas now, it's neither here nor there. More to life than pennies. Scotch, mate. Oh, I'm thinking I'm going down. I'm going to have some I'm going to have some diamond first, some Altzies, and then I might do afterwards. I might have a rum and dum later on. A bit of a crack. And Andy Cross is in. Hiya, mate. Hope you're well. Filming tomorrow, mate. Filming tomorrow. Neil Magowski put in. Ready for practice with you. Nice one, mate. Like I said, Neil, I've just spent 45 minutes trying to get it so as I could get knacker on here. So I could so as I could get a camera at it so anybody could come in and play. Mike's gone dodgy. Hang on a minute. Right, hang on. Let's have a feed ale. Is it dodgy for everyone else and all? How's that? 1, 2, 1, 2. How's that? 1, 1, 2. Is it too loud? What's it doing? Is it distorting, or is it like fading out? Is it crackling? Is it wobbling? Yeah, I really enjoyed them, Brett. I enjoyed them. I just couldn't play, mate. I'm sorry about that. I mean, I know the second set I didn't do too bad, but I was just about starting to get a little bit of feeling back in my arm then. But that first game that you took off me, good God. I'll tell you, I think your 7-year-old could have played better than I did. Hi, Joe Cook. I hope you're well, mate. Sorted now, right? So is the thing to sound okay again now, lads? That's better, mate. I think it was just resting on your chest. It's quite possible, yeah. Shift it off here. Was it catching my hairy chest? Let's give it a bit of a churn out of the way. Might crackle a bit while I do it. Right, how's that? That should be a lot better, that now. I've tilted it forward. Lee Mac, good now. Great stuff. Sorted. You'll do for me. Cheers, lads. Right, 52. 52. Oh, Rubish.
20.
See if we can concentrate. Oh, good. It's all good. Come on.
140. You require 32.
Yeah, 2 darts. Can't do it like that with this, can you? 32.
23.
Hey?
Computer.
That wasn't what I was doing.
167.
God, I'm a dope.
86. You require 9.
No, I don't.
Game shot 2. Second leg.
It was trying to cheat me then, wasn't it? God, I'm a spoon. I'm a spoon.
99.
Yep, good now. Great stuff. Great stuff, Scottish lad. No double. 52. Can you do that? Double 52. We'll have a go at 1 or 2 of them as we go along, but can you do it? Here's the one. 52, 227, 220, 226 is. Yes, you're right. Yes, you're right. You know something? My adding up is rubbish. Absolute rubbish. Wrong button, Dave. Yes, I know. I don't usually play on the Rust Spray one. That's what it is. I normally play on the other one, don't I? I normally play on Dart Scoreboard, where if you hit it in 2, you just press 2 and hold it, and it just takes it forward and does it. Oh, double 16, double 10, yeah, there's another one. Or 2 double 13s, yeah. Is it 2 double? Yeah, 26 and 26, 52, yeah. Yeah, could have done it that way, couldn't I? Oh, a dear. Oh, come on, David. Nah, this is right. Joe Cook. We'll do next week. Don't envy his position. The thing he does is a lovely bloke, really is. Glenn Durrant's a lovely bloke. It's a bit heartbreaking for him, really, isn't it? Do we all think that he's still suffering from long COVID? It's quite possible, isn't it? Because there seems to be a lot of people who are suffering from that. Double 20, double 8. Yeah, there's loads of different ways of going there. As long as you've made your mind up before you come to that hockey what you're going to do, you can't go too far wrong, really, can you? As long as you've made your mind up. There he is. Right, if Glenn Durrant came to you after his bad week and you could coach him for a week before he gets back, how would you approach that? Well, to be honest with you, I think with Duzzer, I think it's more of a thing. Don't forget, he's got his own way of throwing now, and I don't think he'd let go of that. I don't think any of the top professionals would. I've noticed 1 or 2 of them do things slightly differently than they've done before, but nothing like major. So I mean, it's one of them. If you're a top flight professional, you're going to be very loath to let go of the way that earns you your living. But with Duzzer, I think, to be honest with you, I think the mental side of his game needs shoring up a little bit. I think I don't think he's mentally as strong as he could be, and you've got to have that killer instinct, haven't you? If you want to win games like Phil Taylor did, if you want to win games like Eric Bristow did, you've got to have a bit of a killer instinct about you. Gerwin Price has got it. The aforementioned Taylor, Bristow has got it. I tell you who else has got it. His finger, James Wade. He wins a lot of matches. He just seems to, I wouldn't even say crumble towards the end. I think what it is I think James Wade plays very, very consistent all the way through a tournament, as other players start off slower and gain pace. Oh, Jamie Joseph's in with £2. Cheers, mate. Thank you so much. I'll get you your shout now. Hang on a second. There we go.
180.
Cheers for that, Jamie. Nice one, mate. Thank you so much. But yeah, I think mental side I'd probably work on more than anything. If I got somebody like Duzzer or someone like that, I think the mental side needs shoring up. Hi Stu, mate, hope you're well. Hi Dave, guys, sorry I'm late. Been doing some washing up. Nothing wrong with that, mate. Nothing wrong with that. I have to do that, and I'm 50 odd years old, so there's nothing wrong with that. I tell you what I've spent the afternoon doing today, and it was really quite nice, to be honest with you, because finger the rendering and everything's done at my daughter's house. So what I did was I got the sorted the hot tub out, put some wind in it, because we've got one of them blow-up hot tubs, and it's been there all winter. Really good. All it's got is the same little tiny leak that it had last year, which I was really chuffed about. I thought it'd be completely knackered, but it wasn't. So I've spent the afternoon cleaning all the moss and all the sort of green stuff off it, the green algae off it, giving it a good wash down and clean out and what have you. I've got it pumped up. We've got the vinyl repair kit. Should have repaired it last year, really, but you know, as you do, especially if you're lazy like me. I didn't repair it properly last year. I had a go at it, but there's one corner. I've put the patch over it, but it seems to have, when you do it, when on an hot tub, I don't know whether any of you guys have done this out there, but you've got to do it while it's pumped up, because if you put it down and then pump it up, it holds the thing and it knackers the vinyl. So you've got to do it while it's pumped up, and I was there trying to smooth it out to stop the bubbles coming out of it and everything, and I managed to miss one corner, so there was like a little, like a needle size bubble all the way up, and it just goes down over about, well, it doesn't even go down, it goes halfway down over about a fortnight. But we've got that sorted, or should I say I've got the thing coming tomorrow to sort it out, and then that should be sorted out and it should be up and running by next week with a bit of luck. and I can have an actual relax in it. Because I'll tell you something, if you haven't got one, right, I know they're a lot of money, but if you can afford one, get yourself one. They're worth every penny. They're fantastic, they really are. Mike Swindles is in, hiya mate. Hope you're well. Mike gone funny again. Hang on a minute, lads and lasses. I'll tell you what I'll do is I'll swap it over. Just doing this, aren't you? Try and get me to take my shirt off. Hello, calling BT. How may I help you? Right, is that all right? Can you hear that one a bit? But oh wow, look at that. That's wow. Yeah, there must be something wrong with that other one, mate. This is like way high. Hang on, down a bit. 1 2 1 2. Let's pull that away a little bit and in. 1 2 1 2. Testing 1 2. 1 2 1 2. There's only lads in, isn't there? Should we do a Chubby Brown? Testicles 1 2. Right, can you hear me all right now, lads? Let's roll that up and I'll stick it in this top pocket. Right, how's the sound now? Hopefully it's a lot better, and I'll get myself a new microphone for next week. Right, is that all right now, lads? It's crackling, mate. Is that a lot better? Hiya, Eileen, are you all right, sweetheart? Is this mic a lot better? It might be distorting a little bit. Just tell me if it's distorting at the top end, because it's throwing right out into the red on my thingy, my meter. Lee Redpath's in. Sounds good. Oh, nice one. It's proper trusty, this thing. It's a bit of a receptionist jobby, but it works really well, and it sounds pretty good as well from what I can remember. Anthony Pergolesi's in. Hiya, mate. How are you? Miss you, mate. You think you're an absolute star. How are you? I hope you're well. Not had an email off you for a while, and I hope it's not because you've emailed me and I forgot to reply to you, which I do every now and again. As you know, that's one thing that you've got to remember, lads and lasses. I know loads of you contact me and what have you. Dave Fizz and some of the other ones, but I've got loads and loads of people contact me every day, so I can't reply to all of you all the time, I'm afraid. I haven't got, there isn't enough hours in the day. Right, relay part, right, Lee. I've said hiya to Lee. I've said hiya to Aileen. I've said hiya to Anthony. Reese is in. Hiya, Reese, mate. Hope you're well. Oh, what happened there? I had a big win today. Oh, nice one, mate. Just get brand new, unused Windmill Blade 3. Wow, I've not seen one of them for years. A brand new one, a Blade 3. Wow. I think, do you know something? The last one I had of them must have been 5-6 years ago. Must be. That's a bit old, but yeah, it's not wrong with it, mate. There's not wrong with it. Even the old diamond wire ones, were they windmill or unicorn? I think they were windmill, weren't they? The diamond wires. Obviously, the precursor to the blades, but still nothing wrong with them. Dave, you good. Nice one. Thank you. See, the thing is, from over my side, there's no way I can know whether the sound's any good or not. So it's great that you guys tell me when something's going wrong, because I can't tell. You can't like have it running back to you. You can't have a feedback speaker or anything like that, because it just feeds back. It just starts to loop round and wail and squeal and all sorts of things. Rubbing on your shirt a bit. Well, what do we call it? I'll do some tests with it and see if it is or not. And if it's not right, I'll change it, because I think I got a pack of 2 or 3 of them, and the sound quality of them's quite good. It's just like you say, it's mounting it on here, and when you're moving about a lot, it's all right when you sat doing an interview, but once you start moving about and throwing and that, it starts rubbing. Sounds good. Cheers, Whip It. Oh, top man. Yeah, sounds all right. Great stuff. Hiya, Paddy Kiefer. I think I missed you last time, mate. I'm really sorry about that. I did see your thing come down, but I was But yes, hiya Paddy, hope you well, mate. If a 64 average good for someone, just... Yes, it is, mate. Yes, it is. There's nothing wrong with that, mate. But the thing is, don't forget, Paddy, always strive to be better. Wherever you are, doesn't matter what level of darts you're at, what you're doing is you're always moving forward, right? Don't dwell on the past. If you have, like I say to people, if you have a bad visit like me, I'm having a bad weekend, but it's just one of them things. There's nothing you can do about it. There's no point in thinking, getting upset about it and getting angry about it and then letting it dwell on you and your shoulders going down and all that. It's just one of those things, mate, and just all you've got to do is just keep going. I'll just keep going today, and hopefully by this time next week, my arm will be working properly again. Like I say, it's literally just, it's that mixing the render and what have you, and that machine that's, and like try to stir it all up and put it on. It's when you're not used to using your arm, like I say, it's like when you change your throwing darts from one to another. You get aches and pains that you use muscles you never even knew you had, I think is the best way of putting it. What was that? Hey, James Bourne. Doing well off the oxygen. Nice one, Anthony. That's good to hear that, mate. Really good to hear. I was going to say something, but obviously I don't want to say anything live on here unless you've mentioned it first. It's not right. Tubing. I've got some reinforced tubing here, mate. I've got some, what's it called? That stuff off a car. High pressure hose off the thing of the turbo. I've got some turbo hose. That'll be all right. Famous Joe, hiya, mate. You all right? Nice one. A.L. Jackson's in as well. Hello, A.L. Jackson. Dave of Laminx. Hi, Dave Laminx. Hope you're well, mate. Patience, perseverance, strives towards perfection. That's the one. What's the other one? Poor preparation leads to piss poor performance. So in other words, if you don't practice, don't expect to be any good. And don't forget, practice has to be structured. It all leads to one goal. Look at that. It all leads to one goal, which is playing games. Obviously, it's a competitive game, this, or a competitive sport, whichever way you want to look at it. But it's competitive, and whichever way you look at it, if you want to be good at it, you've got to practice. But there's no point in practicing by just... And it doesn't matter whether you're throwing for double 16, treble 20s, bullseyes. If you're just doing it aimlessly, then you're not achieving anything. You need to set yourself goals, and you need to work towards them. Set a goal that's in front of you, but not ridiculously far in front of you that you know for a fact you're not going to be able to achieve it in a reasonable amount of time. No, I'm not, Paddy. You're the best, mate. At your age, crack on, fella. You're an absolute star. Neil from Neil's Darts. Mr. Neil Bell's in the house. Just lost in first round. Yeah, it's one of them things, isn't it? I mean, with me, it's not that. It's my arm feels like somebody's not giving me a dead arm. It just does. It's just not doing what I want it to do. Right, Dave's in with £3 or €3. €3. Right, here we go. This one's for Dave.
180.
Cheers, Dave. Absolute star. Thank you so much. And we've got Reese in with another 2-nicker. Cheers very much. Let's get him. Let's offer you.
You require 141.
Right. Well, we're having a 180, we're not having a 141. So there you go.
180.
Do you know something? What I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to try and get some different ones. I'm going to have to try and get Russ Noble, aren't I? Rather than just having Russ Bray all the time, I'll try and see if I can get on the computer and get it onto a little loudspeaker or something where I can... Oh. Alexa, can you do Russ Bray calls 180?
Sorry, I don't know that one.
Obviously not, then. I just thought it was worth a go, didn't you? Yeah. Right, Dave Laminx. Hi, Steve. You all right, mate? Just lost 3-1 in home tour, mate. Hey, listen, fella. Every loss, right, is a lesson. Every loss is a lesson. Every loss, it's a learning curve. It's an experience. And there is absolutely no substitute whatsoever for experience. It doesn't matter how good you are in your back bedroom. It never prepares you for going out in front of other people and playing. It never does. No, I want you to do it, Steve. I've told you, I want you to do it, right, on a finger, on WhatsApp. You've got WhatsApp for me. Do it on one of them voice things, that where you hold the microphone thing in the corner. You do that, I'll convert it to an audio file, and I'll stick it on my machine. How about that, then? Because you do that better than anybody I know. Way better. You just smoke my legs are up. Oh, don't worry, Big Brother's watching you. Big Brother's watching you. Famous Joe. Hiya, Famous Joe. He's in the house. You all right, fella? Yes, you do learn more from a loss than any win. You're quite right, you do. Yep. Experience. You've got a finger. Every time you get knocked down, you've got to get back up again. Every time. And those are the type of people. It's fortitude. It's Roy Castle. Dedication. It's the dedication that you put in. That's why I have it on the shirt. That's why it's written on there. You'll only ever get out of this game what you're prepared to put in. And this finger is nothing truer in life. And it's the same in your life. You'll only ever get out what you're prepared to put in. If you want to sit on the sidelines of life, and then when you get to an old age, or maybe even on your deathbed, and do all that woulda, coulda, shoulda stuff, it's too late then. If you get any opportunities, if anything comes your way, and you want to do it, you need to grab it with both hands and don't let go until you want to let go. But yeah, if anything good comes along, like your darts and what have you, as I say, you'll only ever improve, you'll only ever get better, and you'll only start winning. I mean, some people, don't forget, some people are very, very fortunate, and unfortunately, it always backfires on them. Look at Rob Cross. Straight to fame, over the hill, straight back down again. That following, after he won, after he won against Phil Taylor, he went onto a precipice there in the January, and he just went straight off the other side of it. Because it's all in one go. You get the same if we go back to the 60s, which a lot of you lads out there and lasses probably won't know anything about the 60s and 70s. But the amount of young pop stars that shot to fame really quick, ended up on, with too much money, suppose it's the same footballers and stuff like that, ended up on the white powder and things like that, and it just didn't end up well for them. Loads and loads of them died, didn't they? Mark Bolan, there was all sorts of them. Yeah, it would, wouldn't it? Billy Connolly. I tell you who else, Thingy, Lenny Henry. That'd be really good if we could get people like that to do it. They're just not on that what do we call it, are they? There's one where you can pay, I think, most of them charge about 35 quid to send you a message. So I suppose you could get them to call, say, 10 or 15 numbers out or something like that. That'd be quite interesting, wouldn't it? If you could get somebody like Brad Pitt to do it. And yeah, so there's got to be some interesting people on there. Yeah, that'd be quite interesting, that, Aileen. Really good idea, that. Designer stems on dark corner, good. 24p a set. Oh, Arrow's click system's the best. There's no two ways. You've got the cost of them in the first place. Absolutely accept that. They're not the cheapest thing in the world. However, they're not as dear as Elf Style. And I think I can't wait, because Johnny Cree and Helios. Johnny Cree and Helios are going to start printing some click systems off. As soon as they do that, I want to be one of the first ones to have them. When can we start playing in the league again? Well, once we can go back into the pubs. As soon as we're all right in the pubs and we don't have to do this 2-meter thing. I mean, to be honest with you, we were still playing when we were doing this 2-meter thing. Because if you think about it, if you just use your brains, one of you is walking to the board while the other one comes behind into the hockey. And if you walk round, what we did was we put a table. We have the dart board there, the hockey here, and we put a table in the middle to one side. And what we did was walk round the back of the table. And if you walk round the back of the table and wait at the table till the dart player throws his last dart, and you walk round the back to the hockey, you're always at least 2 meters apart. I mean, hopefully we won't have to do that in another month or so. Fingers crossed. And I can't wait. It's just there's no pubs round here with dartboards in the beer garden. Otherwise, I'd be there doing that without a doubt. Let's have another bit of a see if I can loosen this arm off a little bit. Right, let's have a look, see what we've got here. Let's have a go with these. We'll have a little bit of a chuck with the thingy with the veracities instead of the scaracities. Come on. See, it's just the more I'm chucking, the worse I'm getting, which is not good. $60. Grouping was a little better though. Yeah. Go around the pool table at our pub. Oh God, it's a long walk that, innit? Yeah, we used to do that at the thing at the chapel house. You had the thing of the dartboard, and then right next to the dartboard, you just sort of like skim past it, and then you had to walk round the pool table, right the way around past the bar, and then back up again. An afternoon's worth of darts in there, you knew about it. Actually, I'll tell you who'll confirm that, you know. Steve Lamore. Waltzing round the pool table. It was good, though, because it was my own, like, little room. Oh, Dave's in again with €5. Oh, and Famous is in. Hiya, Famous. Oh, hope you're well, mate. And thanks very much for that. You're an absolute star. Absolute star. That's $20 and a $5. Nice one, mate. Thank you so much. Right, the first one is for Davey Baby. You right ready for this, Dave?
180.
Right, that's absolutely awesome. That, and we're going to get Famous the next one once he's finished doing what he's doing. Ah, no. Ready.
180.
Thank you so much, Famous. Absolute star. Thank you so much. You people are absolute diamonds. Hiya, Eric. You all right, mate? Hope you're well. Have you taken the COVID vaccine yet? How? Yeah, I have, mate. I've had my first one. Me and the missus went for it. I was a bit ropey afterwards. Had to have, I think it was 3 or 4 days off work. Just temperatures, headaches, bit dizzy and that. Just basically just the general stuff. Bit fluey, I suppose, if that's the way it is. And also felt like I'd been hit by a cricket bat in my right arm. That's why I had it in my right arm so I could still chuck. But yes, I've had it, mate, and I'm thinking I'm still here. And I can't feel any of those nanobots running around in my body anyway that everyone's talking about. I've not noticed any anyway. I rewatched a couple of your vids this weekend, Dave, about how to throw your way and how you practice. I have readjusted my practice to where you practice and started throwing with 6 darts. Yeah, what that does, all that does, and I've had fingered that there's, I don't know who it is, there's somebody who keeps coming on my videos and telling people to do it the opposite way to what I say and what have you, which is fine if he's on his own channel, but I don't know why people do that. Why do they come and watch me? Not you, but I mean, this is someone else, this. I don't understand why they come and watch me stuff and then just like counteract what I say when it makes common sense. But yeah, using 6 darts, let's get back to that. All that does is it just means that you don't have to march up and down to the hockey the same amount of times. Plus the other thing is you've got more. So what I would do, like if I'm using the 6 darts, what I'd do is I've got these 3 veracities and I've got another three standard ones there, and that's great, that, because you get more chance to get that thing, that tick-tock swing going. You've got 6 chucks for one walk, whereas normally you'd have 3 chucks for one walk. So it's just a really, really good way of developing your feel for throwing the dart the same way the 3 times that you throw. Cheers, James, Famous Joe. You're an absolute star. Thanks very much for that, mate. What's up of your grip? It's as simple as that, mate. Actually, this one might be better. Yeah, that's better, isn't it? It's that. So what I'll do is, but you can put it next to it there if you wish. I just prefer it there because I feel I've got even more control over it. Your second finger just sits on the top like that, and then your thumb just sits like that. And soon as and if you try this, just get hold of dart like that, and get hold of the dart and just see how solid it is. If you've got a grip like this, the dart does this. You can just wibble it all over the place. Whereas my grip is absolutely solid. And as your hand comes over, your hand just releases from the dart, just as if you're throwing a stone. And that's how I developed it. It works really, really well. Each and every element, if you only take one of the elements from my throw, you'll find each and every one of them works really well, and it works for a reason. All right, so let's have a chuck of these. Now that tells me, if you look at the grouping on them, that tells me that I'm pulling to the right. And there's a reason why I'm pulling to the right. Let me see if I can sort it out. And I'll show you how easy the Dynamite Dave way is to sort out. Takes a bit of concentration. It usually takes me a little bit of quietness for 10 minutes or something, but I can usually get it back by then. And all you do is you come across to the stop. That's better, isn't it? So you've got 4 out of 1, 2, 3, 4. You've got 4 out of 6 there in the 20, and more or less up the centre line of it. So I've had 2 drifters. So now what you do, you see, is you just go back and you eliminate those drifters. Plus the other thing is using 6 in hand is really good for learning your serving hand, for getting your serving hand, so as it's feeding you like a machine gun, just feeding the bullets like a gun does. And then you're not faffing about trying to get hold of them and messing about with them in your hands. That's the worst thing you can do, that. I don't know how Gerwin Price gets away with it, dropping the amount of darts that he drops on the floor and picks them back up again. Dave, you would not like a nice ringed point for your finger placement. Yeah, I tell you what I do like is the Gary Anderson ones. You know, the world champion, whatever they're called. I think I gave them away in one of the draws going back months and months. But I had a Gary Anderson set, and yeah, they had like a ringed grip on the actual point itself, and I found them really, really good. Yes, Kieran, you're absolutely right. See, come on, David, get it on that stop. That's better. That's more like it. She's getting there. CD points. Hello, Az, you all right, mate? I'm all right. I hope you're well and all. It's really nice to see you, fella. Really nice to see you. I'll tell you what, you can talk amongst yourselves for 2 minutes. I'm going to go and get myself some liquid refreshment. And no talking behind my back, because when I come back, I can read it, you know. Oh, I'm just coming to get myself a beer. Just get me through. What, dolls? Me thingy, my microphone. Oh, right, yeah, look, it might have been the finger, the actual internet connection then. Yeah, we couldn't make out whether it was it rubbing on me shirt or not. But that's the great thing about the lads and lasses, they let me know. If my sound goes funny or anything, they tell me straight away. It's brilliant. Who was it? Was it the Beast? Mark Lebec. Ooh. Right, I'll see you in a bit. Ooh, that's nice. Oh, I love doing this. Right, lads and lasses, I'm back. Go on, what have you said about me while I was away? If you like the grip on, go darts, check out the designer Dark Thunder. Now, a few people have mentioned them to me, you know. Very similar, around 20 quid. Yeah. Because I think the Ando ones are quite a long barrel, aren't they? They're about 52mm or something, 54mm. Quite a long barrel, aren't they? I think there's some. There. The ones with the cone. Ah! Well, those the ones that you sent me? The ones with the cone on the end. Where are we? Them ones. They've got the thing of the flight protecting cone on the end of them. They're all right, and the thing are great because they're black. They grip to the board well. But what were them points that I had? What were they on? That was it. The short drag cars. They had like a crisscross pattern on them. They were grippy, where your finger actually touched them. 171. Aileen, it's dead easy, sweetheart. It's dead easy. If you go on Facebook and type in David Llewellyn or Dynamite Dave, if you go on Facebook, you can I'll add you as a friend, and then you can send me your videos on Messenger. There's loads of ways you can do it, Aileen, loads of them. WeTransfer is another one. If you just go on the internet, on Google, open Google up and type in WeTransfer, and then all you do is put my email address in it. I know you've got my email address. You must have, because I sent you the prices and what have you a while back, didn't I? Well, we're going back a bloody over a year now, aren't we? But yeah, it's dead easy. It's really easy. Right, where are we up to now? What's behind that? Oh, did I leave mic on? I never even thought, to be honest with you. You're kidding? You could hear me all the way down. Yeah, it's quite a way, you know. That must be a good 40 or 50 feet away from here, where I was talking, and you could hear it all the way down there. Tell you what, Amazon, 27 quid. I think it was either 27 quid or 29 quid, and you can pay hundreds of pounds for these, you know. And I don't think the quality of them's any better than this one. Just really landed on my feet. Like I say, brilliant thing. And the thing is, you can not only use it for this, you can use it for your phone and all, you know. You can use it for all sorts. Right, where are we? There's a serious range on that mic, yeah. Similar, but called Apex. Target Arrows do one called Apex. You've got to be careful with points though, haven't you? Because the different millimeters, aren't they? Some of them fit pretty slack and that, don't they? Eric Ziegler, I am 8. Hope you're well. Are you using 180 alumina lighting system? Ooh, come back here, you. Yes, I am. Oh, I do recommend it, mate. I think it's... do you know something? I've had them Halo ones for years, and I thought they were an absolute revelation when they came out. They were brilliant, but this alumina one is even better because it's a straight light. So if you've got a scoreboard at the side of your dartboard, it lights your scoreboard up as well. If you've got one of them round ones, it only lights the board up. Second thing with them and all is like we do sometimes here, if you've got a caller, the thing of the actual halo is in front of the caller's eyes. So it makes it the light forever peering around the actual lighting system, whereas this one is way better. And you can put, like I say, you can put your scoreboard on one side, you can put your checkout chart on the other side, and also, absolute miracle, you look at that dartboard and I don't know how it does it, mate. It's a straight light, but look at that, no shadows. No shadows whatsoever. Never mind the 60, but, you know, no shadows whatsoever. Yeah, it did. It did. If you send them via Messenger, WhatsApp is another one. Aileen, if you've got my phone number, which I'm pretty sure you have, and if you haven't, just let me know and I'll find your email address and I'll send you my phone number. If you've got WhatsApp on your phone, you can WhatsApp them. There's loads of different ways you can do it. Hiya, Brian, mate. Hope you're well. Right, I'm on it. Right, now I know there's somebody else up here. Where is it? Right, we had a conversation about the breast. What? The beast, Mark Levette. Well, the missus was telling me the chase was on. I think it's Celebrity, isn't it? Is it Celebrity on a Sunday? It's either a Sunday or a Saturday. But she said it wasn't him anyway. But she didn't tell me who it was. There's a new one on, isn't there? The young lad. I've only ever seen him once, but it was like literally as I passed through the living room. Because, like I say, I never frigging stopped me. I've actually had quite a nice weekend this weekend because I haven't spoke to a lot of people because I've been working, and it just de-stresses you, if you know what I mean, because it's I don't know, is it a lot of responsibility? I don't really know how to look at it, but I think I look after a lot of people with the darting needs and what have you, and it takes a lot of my time up, and it's just really nice just to get, you know, a few hours or a day or so downtime. So I'm looking forward to my next set of holidays, I can tell you that for now. Speed, is it? Slower for heavier darts, faster for lighter ones. What it is you have to adjust, yeah? So you'll probably find, yes, you're right, it's slower for heavier darts because they go high. Everybody seems to think if you throw a lighter dart, it goes higher in the board. It doesn't, it goes lower. And it's all to do with weight over distance. It's all to do with weight over distance. So something that's heavier travels through the air faster and sustains its elevation for longer. Which everybody thinks that it's the other way around. It's not. If you get hold of a feather and throw a feather out in front of you and see how far it goes, and then throw a ball bearing exactly the same way and look how far the ball bearing goes. Little challenge for you, Dave. You need to hit that highest score you can, but not allowed to score on the 20s now. Oh, not allowed to score on the trebles. Treble more than once per visit. Good luck. Highest score. You're not allowed to score on the down to the 17s. And you can't hit at a treble more than once per visit. Interesting. Lee Mack. Hi, Lee Mack. Thank you very much, mate. 5 US. Cheers, mate. You're an absolute star. This is for Lee Mack.
180.
Oh, there's actually ice in that beer. There's actually ice in that beer. Oh. Right. Let me see if I've got this right. So we can't use I sent for the target arc light. We'll let you know how it works out. Way cheaper than the Corona lights. Yeah, I've not seen that one. So great thing to do that. Thingy, just write me an email or something and let me know how you go on with it. And I might even get one and do a review on it and then like give it away as part of a prize or something like that. Or well, not a prize, but a giveaway of some sort or other. Wayne Flint's in. Hiya, mate. Hope you're well. You saved my darts. Big thank you. Oh, cheers, mate. I do my best. I just think I try and look after everybody that I can, and it's just it's great. It just works, doesn't it? I mean, I don't think I need to do any more like proving that it works. I think proof positive is in the amount of people that are doing it now, the amount of people that are on the live streams, the amount of people that I'm coaching every week. It just proof positive that it does actually work, and it's fantastic. Everybody who has a go at it and has a proper go at it, somebody who goes and does 10 or 15 visits and then goes, oh, it doesn't work, that it does. It just does. It's as simple as that. I know it does now. Took me a long time before I had the confidence to say it, but I'm absolutely 100,000,000,000% sure now. Young contestant in the chase before. Oh right, so he was a contestant. Scottish lad does darts. Just a little challenge to hit with. Yeah, it makes you go to different parts of the board, doesn't it? Brian Carter's in. Hiya, Brian. Are you all right, mate? Think of Glenn Durrant's situation at the moment. We were talking about this about 10, 15 minutes ago, nearly, because I've got no shoes on. That wouldn't have been wise, would it? Right through me toe. Yeah, we're talking about this. Like I say, I think I'm pretty convinced that he's got long COVID myself, because he's just not himself, is he? You know what I mean? He's just not with it at all. Send you a video. Yep, great stuff. Yep, you do that. You send me a little bit of a video of it and what have you, and I'll see what I can do with it. Yeah. Right. So what have we got to do? So we can't use anything down to the 17s. Right. So we know where we're starting, don't we? Oh, tell you what, David, take this dart out of the board. You sausage. Right. Oh no. Deary me. Told you I couldn't throw for toffee today. Right, so how does the scoring go, Kieran? How's the scoring go? Does it count if you're only at a treble? Or does it count the singles and the trebles that you hit? Or how do you count it? Do you just count if you only hit the trebles? The target arc is a no-go for me after Darren's review. Oh, so he wasn't very impressed then, I assume. Come on, David. Oh, dearie me. That's better. They are seriously just not getting where I want them to. Right, come on. Terrible, terrible darts. All scores count, just count as you would. All right, okay. Right, so how many visits do I get again? Get back up here and see what it is. Hit the high score you can, but you're not allowed to score as that. Right, so it's one visit, is it? What, just in any one visit? Right, let's see if I can warm this arm up and then I'll have a go at it. So the obvious one is to aim for the other trebles other than 20s. Yeah. Because they are go-to trebles. Yeah, of course they are. Yeah, I know what you mean, yeah. So that's 48 in it. 48, 48, 58, 62, 63, 63, 63, 71. If I added that up right, which I probably didn't. Right, so 71 on that visit. Let's try again. That's terrible, that one. That was nowhere near 78, so we won't count that. Right, come on, stop it, David. Yeah. So that's 48, 48, 58, 64, 64, 74, 71. 71. Uh, 45. No troubles, it. Yeah, bit different. Oh, take a 12 dart challenge. Yeah, make it a 12 dart challenge, yeah. Ryan Darts Corner are no longer selling Target or Windmill products, as they are being seen as competition, because they have their own range of darts and, of course, mission darts. So, what you're saying, that Darts Corner have decided not to sell Target or Windmill products, or Windmill and Target have said to Darts Corner, you're not having any of our products? Which way around is it, Kieran? Do you know? Just so we can let the folks out there know, so everybody knows what the script is. Right, I'm afraid I'm out of thing, yeah. I'm out of click system gear. Oh, no, well, we'll just do it that way. I've had another flight there that's torn. I'm wondering me if it's because they've not been used, because I've never had that before. That's 2 flights torn in a couple of nights, innit? I destroyed one on Friday, didn't I, with a Robin Hood? First one ever. Oh, that's nice, that is. Target and Windmill have told Darts Corner to stop our competition. Well, Darts GB still sells Windmill Target, and anytime I've ordered, they've been here next day. Thing is good, aren't they, Red Dragon? They do Windmill stuff and all, don't they? I think Red Dragon has something to do with Windmill, aren't they? Because it's all under Nordor, if I remember rightly. Isn't it Nordor that own it all? Right, so where were we? Oh, God, David. I can't even release them proper. So that's 45, 55, 65, 45, 55, 65, 75, 77. I'm assuming they count if I hit a treble 10 and that. I hope so. Right, so where shall we go now? 14s. There's one. Oh, I can only hit one, can't I? Nearly went for another one then. So we've done 14s. 13s then. Oh. It was a 12, so 52, 62, 72, 72, 78, 78. So It's all running out around the 70 odd mark, isn't it? Around the mid 70s. Nordor owns Red Dragon and Windmill. Red Dragon darts and Windmill darts are made in the same place. Yeah, I can't say I'm surprised. Can't say I'm surprised. Right, I'll have a bit of a practice at that at some point, Kieran. I tell you what, shall I have a go with let's have a chuck with these, seeing as Kieran's in the house. Shall we have a go with the old Falcons? These are the ones that Kieran sent me. Love these darts. They're really, really nice. I really do like these. Whether I can throw them tonight or not is a different story. Probably not. Right. Shall we have a game of 501 with them? Let's have a game of 501. Ah, come on, David. 81.
81.
Tell you what, we're getting some cracking numbers, aren't we? 45 in the house watching. I'm really, really chuffed with that.
81.
Thanks, everybody, for joining us. Really enjoying this. I always love doing this on a thingy on a Sunday night, but I love it on a Friday night as well. So at the moment, we're having a go with Kieran's arrows. Kieran very kindly sent me some. Like I say, they were meant to go in the safe. I told him they were going in the safe, but they're not. Not yet. They will do at some point, but not right now. $100.
100. 40.
That's nice, that. $100.
100.
Yeah, cheers, Dave. As Dave Lamink says, everybody who's in here, all 46 of you at the moment, hit that like button. And if you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Doesn't cost you a penny, not a shilling. All it means is if you subscribe, there's a little red button underneath. Click that subscribe button, hit the little bell next to it. If you hit the little bell next to it, next time I'm live, even if you miss the reminders on Facebook and Twitter and what have you, you'll get a reminder through your emails and sometimes on your phone, depending on how you've got it set up. So that's all that subscribe means. When you subscribe and you hit that notification bell, it means that you're going to get notifications of whenever I send a new video out. And whatever you do, don't be shocked if you see a fishing video, because I've started doing 1 or 2 of them as well now. More for our kid than anything, because he really loves his fishing, and some of the stuff that we've done, I think you're going to be pretty amazed at. Even if you don't have naught to do with fishing, there's stuff, because like I said, everybody on here knows that I used to be an engineer, and it never leaves you. And I love Guerrilla, what's known as Guerrilla engineering. So basically, like make, do, and mend, but in a more permanent like fashion. And what we've done, what I'm going to do after this bait boat thing that I've put 3 videos out. What I'm going to do after that is I made him a barra for his fishing. You can buy these barras that you push along, and you can buy some now that are actually electric. But I made this barra for our Roy long time before the electric barras even came out, and I made it out of a wheelchair motor and what have you, and it's absolutely fantastic. It is, and that's probably the next series of videos I'm going to do on the fishing, is I'm going to walk you through the barra and exactly what I did to it and how I made it. And he uses it. It's fantastic. You know, it'll take you up an hill like that. All you do is just set it forward. It's got like a throttle on it, like a motorbike, and all you do is wind the throttle on, and it just takes all your fishing stuff off. And if you know anything about carping or piking or catfishing, which is what our Roy does, there's a load of equipment goes with you, like a bivvy and all sorts of things. So it can be quite heavy to lug around, and on the old barra makes it a massive relief to be able to just like it roll along. And the other thing is, a lot of the other barras, when you set them going forward, if you trip up and fall, they just keep going. Whereas this one, like I say, it's like a motorbike throttle, so, and you let go of it, it springs back and shuts off. And also you can reverse it as well. So how about that one? But hitting lots of 5s. Move towards it, Ryan. If you're hitting 5s, mate, move over towards the 5. It'll force you to throw back. Any way to tweak so I started? Yeah, move towards it. If you're right-handed and you're throwing for 5s, move yourself left across the hockey. So you'd be set up like this. You're like, if you're pulling into the 5, what it means is you're coming off the stop. So your arm's coming across you. So you're going across like this. If you move this way, it forces you to throw back at the 20. If you move this way, all that'll happen is it'll just exaggerate what you're doing wrong, because you'll feel that you've got more scope to pull across. So if you move to your right, even though you think moving to your right is going to pull you into the 20, it won't. It just means that you'll carry on hitting the 5s. You've got to move yourself, force yourself into your error to force yourself to correct it. So then you'll start throwing back. So that's how you do it. And then once you've moved over and you started hitting the 60 bed again, just move yourself back 1/4 of an inch at a time. Every 4 or 5 visits, move back 1/4 of an inch. 4 or 5 visits again, move back a little bit again. And like after half an hour or 45 minutes, you'll be back in the centre of the hockey again. Oh, a bit of fly fishing. JR Hartley. Do you know something? That's one thing that I've never had a go at that, and I really would love to have a go at that. It's a rough city. Nottingham's a rough city. Yeah, well, we've answered that one. Nottingham is a rough city. Yeah, Alex Belfield will tell you that. Very rough place, especially the thing of the police there. Apparently they're not very nice. Steve Coltart, can't wait till I can play League Darts again. Yeah, of course, mate, I feel exactly the same. I can't play League because of the way that I work, and that's why I keep the thing of the donations and everything that come into the channel. That's why I keep saying to you all, you're making a massive difference, because you are. I'm working towards that goal. That day when I can walk away from work and be able to make me a living. And if I could do that, I'll be absolutely over the moon. I think I'm probably on track for it. Once we get out of this lockdown and what have you, I've got loads of people who want, I've got a big backlog. And then once that's cleared, I'll have a good idea then of how much each week I'll be fetching in through coaching and stuff like that. And like I say, I'm hoping to be able to move towards that, maybe Christmas time, maybe early next year. And then if I can do that, I will absolutely be over the moon, absolutely over the moon. Because I really want to be able to get out and about. That's what I want to do. That's my goal, is not only to make this as my living, and when it is my living, I can move about then, you see. I can come up to Newcastle. There's a few people have asked me to go to Newcastle. Loads and loads of people have asked me to go to Ireland. Whereas I can't do that because obviously I have to go to work at the night time, so I'm stuck. Tom Morris is in. Hiya, Tom, mate. Hope you're well. Well, if you pull to the 5s and you're standing to the left, are you standing to the left because you've moved to the left? Or do you stand to the left naturally and you're pulling across? Yeah, Kieran. Yeah, you came in a little bit late, didn't you? I spent 45 minutes, mate, before I came on air today. I've got my other laptop here next to me. There, see, I set it up and I put a camera in front of it. And what I was going to do was I was going to put it on Knacker with the camera in front of it, so then I could have it on here. So I'd be able to play people. I'd be able to talk to the camera like I am now, and it'd have like me in one corner here, and then the 2 boards and what have you on the other side. But I tried and tried and tried, and I couldn't get it to work. But I will get it to work for next week, and I think that'll be a better way of doing it, because when you're on Knacker with that, you can see the dartboards. Like the way Mark does it, it just has the panel, doesn't it, down here? Just has the panel down here, doesn't it, where it has the scores. And I did the video to try and link into it. It didn't work very well, to be honest with you. I mean, you could see what had happened and the way it went on and everything.
And actually, if you listen to it carefully, if you listen to the soundtrack, you can hear when I'm talking or when it's going on what he says when he says it, and then so like about a minute or a minute and a half later, it comes out of my side. If you like, where you can see the board, you can hear the audio. So that gives you an idea of how much lag there is. And that's why when we set off, I threw that 100 and I was stood there and stood there and stood there. I thought, he's telling me that I'm taking 80s. But that's just the way it is. That's how this works. I'm talking to you now, but you don't hear me till about 2.5 minutes, something like that, after I've actually finished speaking. So it's like a massive time lag, and that's why you can't, like, somebody couldn't ring me up now on WhatsApp and me do like a bit of an interview with them, because it'd just be like I'd ask them a question and it'd be 2 minutes before I'd hear the answer or something like that, if you know what I mean. It's very, very difficult, but I'm sure I'll find a way around it. And if I can get a camera onto that laptop for next week, so I can sort that all out, then I'll start playing people on Knacker live on here, and that should be pretty interesting. And I'll be able to broadcast it up onto the screen, and you'll be able to see me throwing, and then you'll be able to see their board as well. Yeah, not a bad idea, that, mate. Not a bad idea. The other thing is, on that, Ryan, is, and it might turn out really well, this, when I've got premium, and it's like, it's about 100 quid for a year for premium. And what I've done is the ones that come in through Streamlabs, because I have donations that come in through Google. So if you do a super chat, nice one, mate. So he's just, right, Finger Kieran's just at a max. Nice one, Kieran. Sound fella. Absolutely brilliant. I told you, mate, you stick to it and it'll make all the difference in the world, mate. It really will. But yeah, like I say, there's two different ways that you can contribute, that you can not contribute, but you can donate. You can donate through your super stickers, your super chats, but you can also donate through Streamlabs. And the good thing with donating through Streamlabs is you can do it anytime you want, 24 hours a day. There's a link on this video and there's a link on every other video recently. I'd say probably going back for about the last 2 months. Every video has got a Streamlabs link on it. And you can go onto there and you can donate via card straight into Streamlabs. Brilliant Streamlabs, because the fees are less than half what Google are. I've probably told you this, but if you don't know, if you donate to the channel, Google take 30% of it, so they take a third of it basically. By the time you've got your interest rate, well, not your interest rate, your exchange rates and all that, works out about a third, whereas Streamlabs take something like about 16 or 17%, so it's a hell of a lot less. So Streamlabs is a good one if you want to hop on over to Streamlabs if you want to do a donation, and also I can see if it comes in. I've got a little section down here that I can see if anybody donates through that. The best one, mate, is Skrill. You've got Skrill. It depends where you are. I think you're in the US, aren't you? If you're in the US, Joe, Skrill's a good one, because all there is the exchange rate. You don't pay anything other than that. I've got a load of people that used to be on Patreon, and a lot of you will know this if you watch a lot of YouTube stuff. There's a lot of Patreon account holders, and you pay through Patreon. I think Kieran's one as well. What I've done is I've migrated about 80% of them. It's not a massive amount of people. It's probably only 10 or 15 people, but they put in the same amount every month. And with Patreon, for every tenner that I took, I got about £5.60 by the time that because there's another. It's like a big long-winded thing. You pay into Patreon pay it into Payoneer turn it into pound sterling, and then Payoneer charge me again to put it into my bank. So for every 10 quid I used to get out of Patreon, or should I say, every 10 quid that people donated, I used to get about £5.90, £5.96 I think it was. And what I've done with all them is I've migrated them to send like a standing order into my bank. So not a direct debit, because that's like something for like a businessy type thing, but like a standing order. And there's quite a few people do that now. And obviously with that, all there is the exchange rate. There's no fees whatsoever other than the exchange rate. Stu McNally, boom, Kieran, yep. Thomas Morrissey, darts, Kieran, yep. 2 right. Right, where was I? Has it gone off? It's gone off. It's gone off. Again. That's the thing with the Rustbray one and all. It goes off, whereas the Dart scoreboard one stays on. 12 times 180 since last Monday. There you go, Mr. McNally. You keep going on that you're playing poo. I think somebody's pulling someone's leg here. Right, come on, David. 60.
60. 60. You require 160.
Yeah, excellent. Nah. Falling low. 60.
60. Computer. You require 121.
Right, we'll give it another 5 or 10 minutes and we'll start winding it down. It's 7:30 now. We've been on an hour and a half, so we'll start winding it down. Right. It appears I had my ass kicked then. I deserved it and all. 100. Right, come on. Start throwing like you mean it.
94.
Don't know what happened there. Well, I do. Threw it like a spoon.
29.
A day. You must feel like Phil Taylor then, because that's what he used to do. 121.
120.
If I get this nailed, Mr. McNally, and I end up being able to do this for a living, I'm coming up to see you, mate, and Kieran, and then I'm going down to see Love Darts. Oh, and while I'm up with you lot, I'm going to see Neil as well. I'll be going around everybody. Oh, come on. $81.
81.
There's an app called My Dart Training. Kurt Bevins. Kurt Bevins. Games. All right. I'll give that a go. So what's it called? My Dart Training. Right, I'll think I'll download that when we've finished here today. Like I say, in about 5 minutes. I love that. Yeah, the thing BVD do them. Wrong arm, that one. BVD who do the Scaracities and that. I'll tell you what, a very, very talented fella, because he does them what do they call them? Sublimation. He does the full sublimation dart surrounds as well. He's supposed to be making me one, so when that comes through, you'll be able to have a look at that. He's going to do me one with like photographs on it and what have you, and like all the dart tubers. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get him to put their logos onto it, but they'll actually be part of the actual surround itself. So once that's done, that'll go up on the wall and it should look awesome. Oh, I'll think I'll be up there, mate. All I'll be doing straight in that barn. I'm starting on the thing on the whiskey, and I'm starting at that end of the bar. I'm going to work my way across. I love it in Scotland, mate. we're riding a motorbike. I've been up there a few times. I have done a few tours up there. All right. Yeah, like you say, it's like the Russ Bray one. That's $4.99, so it's a £5. But you can actually contact them then, and they'll put your name into it like that. It's got my name on it, Dynamite. Where are we? 158. Not like that, David. Come on. Oh, dearie me.
45.
I think I'm going to have to spend some time chucking over the next few days.
81.
What's happened to my arm?
130.
Come on. Fantastic.
30. Computer. You require 111.
Oh, he's going to beat me again. Chris Allwood's in. All right, mate.
6. You require 83.
So I can't even get it up to double top. Can't even get it up to the double top. This is not good. 82. Yes! Boom! That's the first proper finish of it in about 3 or 4 days. That was a decent one, that, wasn't it, lads? And lasses, of course, Aileen. Sorry, sweetheart. We have that one. Great stuff, Ryan. Let me know when you're coming. If you're coming for coaching and what have you, make sure that as soon as you know when you're going to come, get in touch with me, because the last thing I want to be is booked up for when you're turning up. If you're just coming up for a jolly and finger a couple of pints and a game of darts, then fine. But if you're coming up for any coaching, you've got to make sure you let me know when you've got it booked and what have you, and I can juggle things around to get you in. I'm on a roll, 2 180s. Bloody hell, great stuff. Cheers, Steve. Not a bad finish, that, was it, in the end? Not a bad finish in the end, that. I just wish the scoring was going the same. There's loads of stuff I can do, Ryan. I don't think Kieran's got a laptop yet, but once we can get on Zoom, I can do that. What I can do, you see, is I can Zoom call him. We can play, because the way that I do it, it's dead simple, really. All you need is your own app. You don't even need my app. And all we do is a Zoom call. We'll have a bit of a chat, talk darts and what have you for a bit. And then what we'll do is have 2 or 3 games. Dead simple. I score it on mine. I put his scores in as well as mine, and he does the same. You just play 2 or 3 legs or a match or whatever, and we can do that. And then what I can do is I can edit it and put it out on the channel. And then Kieran can, if Kieran wants to, what I can do is I can email him or send him the raw footage, and then he can do his own version of it. Job's a good one. See, that's what we do, sharing content. And that's what I've said when we all get together. I'm just hoping somebody arranges it, because I'd love to do that. If we could get all the dart tubers together, Stu McNally as well, and the fans and that, and we could all like congregate in an hotel for a few hours or something like that. All of us fetch all his videoing equipment and just pool all the content, and it'd just be absolutely fantastic. I think it would anyway. Oh, I did that, didn't I? 83 for 3. Yeah, I enjoyed that. Right, so what I'll do is I'll just give it 5 minutes then, right? Give everybody 5 minutes to say ta-ra to each other, and I'm going to go downstairs and I'm going to have a bit of a, what do you call it, a bit of a film and what have you with the missus, have a sit down and have a beer and have a bit of a relax before the old nose to the grindstone tomorrow. I've got 3 coaching videos to film tomorrow, and I've got one priority one, Andy Cross, and I've got another 2, so I'm going to be filming 3 tomorrow, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to be editing, producing and sending Andy's off, and then the other 2 will probably be midweek. So those other 2 lads, you'll know who you are. Right, so that's that. So let's have this last leg, and then we'll call it quits, and we'll be back next Friday, where hopefully I'll actually be throwing the darts properly. 66.
66. 100.
76.
76.
Wrong side of the wire.
140.
Good darts. 100.
100.
I was hoping I didn't fall too far behind there. As soon as he's got the arrows. You're very, very welcome, Mr. Whippy-Toe. Finger, absolute star. Love you to bits, mate. I hope I can get over to Canada one day, mate. Just knock on your front door. If I win the lottery, that'll be what happens. You'll just go, who's that at the front door? And it'll be me. Yep, okay, till next Friday. See you, Dave. Take care of yourself, mate. To the next video, Dave. Just curious as I look forward to the notification I get. See. Right, I'm thinking hopefully I'll get one out this week. Yeah, I'll see if I can get one out this week. I'll do a little bit of a version of a chuck and a chat, the standard ones instead of the live streams. Like I say, I'm absolutely like mowed under all the time at the moment. It's all the preparation that I've got to do for the coaching that's coming along. Hello, Mr. Campbell. You all right? Mr. Hogdran. Campbell. Well, I'm fantastic, mate, but you've just slid in as we're all leaving. The thing, I'm just winding down now, mate. I'm really sorry. If you give it 5 minutes or something after we've finished, then you can go back and watch the live stream. It's been really good. We've had a real good time tonight. As you can think, at peak times, I think we had 50 in, or maybe a little bit more than 50 in, so it was really, really good. Yep, see you later, Wayne. Take care, mate. See you, Reese. All the best. Right, so before everybody disappears, I'll say ta-ra to you all. Right, lads and lasses, don't forget, as it says on the shirt, on that side, when I get it right, just looking in here, it just... Don't forget, lads and lasses, you'll only ever get out of this game what you're prepared to put in. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you on Friday. Until to the hockey! Take care of yourselves. Love yous all to bits, you know I do, and thank you so much for the donations tonight. It means the absolute world to me. Thank you so, so much. Take care of yourselves now. Don't forget, be kind and be good to each other, and we'll see you on Friday. Take care now. Ta-ra, everybody. Ta-ra. And Odran, get yourself back in Friday, mate, 7 o'clock.